Hey, Sean here with another quick hit. I've just finished up watching Dungeons and Dragons, and the movie is an absolute hoot. So some spoilers ahead, but it is a really good movie. It's done very well. The tone is perfect. They're able to be very funny, but not leave the tone of the show, not leave the show to be funny. There are, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of kind of Easter egg fun things for filmmakers. It kind of references to other movies like the Save the Cat moment, or there's a moment where two characters are facing down and they're posed exactly like gunfighters, and there's a bucket that rolls through just like the sagebrush would in the old movies. And those kind of things work. And one of the reasons that they work is because they don't take you out of the movie. They don't stop the movie to point out the joke. The joke is just kind of going on in the background of it. It reminds me a lot of actually the Looney Tunes, the way that there'd be jokes embedded in there that you might not even see or notice. And then maybe you get a little older and watch it again. And you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't notice that joke there, that addition there. So tonally pitch perfect in the way that they did this. It's also a movie that has a lot of heart to it, even though they're masking the heart by pretending to be a kind of a spoof almost of a Dungeons and Dragons type movie, except it's not really spoofing. It's embracing the fun of that kind of movie. And the heartfelt works because there's so many setups and payoffs. They're very, very careful about setting up and tracking things through, and that's what makes a lot of it work. The big kind of emotional payoff, I'll give it kind of a hint to, but the Edgin, his the main character, the Chris Pine character, he has some things to learn, and he's trying to bring his wife back because his daughter needs a mother, and he's telling himself and he's telling everybody throughout the whole thing that I'm doing this for her. I'm trying to bring her mother back. I'm trying to bring her mother back, and then his character moment is realizing, facing the truth that he's actually selfish. He wants his wife back, not her mother back. And that is a turn. And then they pay off his wanting to bring her mother back in a spectacular way. It's just beautifully done because it's layered in, because the story doesn't stop to tell jokes. This is one of the things that Marvel used to do so well, and is falling into the trap of, nope, we're stopping to tell jokes, as opposed to the jokes are coming through the character and the situations. They don't stop through. And they're setting everything up. They're layering everything in. And I've stopped on this particular moment because this is the sign of how they were layering, how they're setting up and paying off things, is that the final movie, the final scene, I can get my words right, the final scene of the movie is the opening scene of the movie replayed, but with different results, because we've gone on a journey, right? So we're proving that we're not in the balance, we're in the new balance at this point. And so the tag for this thing really is kind of playing out a payoff to a setup from the very first scene by mirroring that. So lots of very smart writing, lots of very smart mirroring, lots of very smart character work, character growth work throughout. So yeah, I just love this movie. It's a great time. So if you need a movie to exercise to, this is a great one. Or if you just want to have a good time, have some people over and watch it. Well constructed. This has been Sean with another quick hit.